Hello students. Alright, let's start with the work. Revision for the second assessment. The first question that you see here is how to convert the fraction into a percentage. The fraction is already given to you, and how do you convert it into as a percentage? 5 upon 100. Okay, you all know that percentage is always out of 100. So 5 upon 100 means 5%. Over here we have 7 upon 10. We do not have 100 given here. So in order to just convert this 7 upon 10 into a percentage, you will just simply multiply your denominator to make it 100. You will write 10 tens 100, and then the same number goes up, equivalent numbers. So 7 times 10 is 70, and 10 times 10 is 100. So when you have multiplied your numbers, you got a fraction 70 upon 100, which makes it 70%. Okay, now moving on to the next part, question number 2, 51%. The question says, I just forgot to read the question, children. Express each of the following as a fraction in its simplest form. Now they have asked you to convert these percentage into fractions first, then bring it to the simplest form, reduce them. 51% makes it 51 upon 100. Now 51 upon 100 means that you cannot cancel 51 upon 100, because had it been 50 here, you would have easily simplified it, but there's no such number which could be cancelled by any of these two numbers, so the answer remains the same. 51 upon 100 will not be simplified any further. Moving on to the second question, 48%, which will give you 48 upon 100. Okay, so let's calculate this figure. Let's simplify it with 4 times table. 4 times 12 is 48, and 4 times 25 is 100. So the answer will be 12 upon 25. Let's move on to the third question, 76%. 76% means 76 upon 100. So how will you cancel 76 upon 100? You will take, I would prefer taking 4 times table. Okay, so because I feel 76 is there in our 4 times table. So let's take the first digit, 4 times 1, 4. And when you minus 7 minus 4, you get 5, 6, 7, 3 left. 4 nines are 36. So 19 comes over here. And for what's 100? For 25s are 100. So 25 comes here. Okay, this is how it is going to be done. Now moving on to the last part of this page. Express each percentage as a decimal. First, you will this is a percentage given, and you need to make it bring it to the decimal form. So how will you do it? First, I will do it like this. 48 upon 100. I will write a fraction first. When I will write the fraction, I will get the picture of how I will put those numbers in the correct place values. Do I have any whole number there? No, I don't have any. So I'm just going to write a 0 there and a point, and we have it's standing on the 100th place, so 4, 8. Okay, now move on to the second part. 1% means 1 upon 100. Okay, so is there any whole number around there? No. So 0 is going to be coming before the decimal point. And where do we write 1? On the 10th place or the 100th place? Yeah, 1 will come on the 100th place, since there's no 10th here, so just a 0 here and a 1. Moving on to the C question, 88% means 88 upon 100 here. So we are just going to write down 0.88. All right, 15%, 15 upon 100. Children, this is extremely easy. There's nothing very tricky here. Okay, so there's no such whole number. You just write down a 0 and a 0.15. Okay, let's have a look at the question first. Shade the parts accordingly. But the hint is express each percentage as a fraction in its simplest form. What have they asked you first to do? Let's and underline those things that are very important to be done. Express each percentage as a fraction. I will circle this up, and I have to bring it to the simplest form. So, and you also have to shade the parts too. 3 things need to be done. So let's do the shading, or it's all up to you. Whether you can decide whether you can bring it to the fraction and then bring it to the simplest form to come to the conclusion, or you can easily shade it directly. 25% means this whole circle has 4 parts. 25, 25, 25, 25. 4 such 25s are going to give you 100, okay, because it's a percentage. So these parts are divided into, this whole circle is divided into 4 parts, and it's going to give us a 25% each in each part, okay. So 25% means it makes it 1 part of your circle, okay, 1/4, a quarter of this. A quarter makes it, this is a quarter of the circle, okay. Now let's do the fraction. Let's find out the fraction here. How do you find out the fraction? 25% means 25 upon 100, okay. Let's reduce it to the simplest form. 25 times 1, 25, and 25 times 4, 100. So the answer is 1 upon 4. So haven't we got a quarter here? 25% is this, which is here, and a quarter is shaded. Let's move on to the next part of your figure. 20%. So how will you do this 20%? How many parts have I divided this circle into? 5 parts, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Since it's just 20%, so I will only color 1 part of this figure, 20 upon 100. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do the calculation. 20 upon 100. 21s are 20, 24s are 100. It's going to be 1 upon, sorry, 25s are, sorry, I was mistaken. 25s are 100. So it's going to give us 1 upon 5, okay? Because 20 times table has 100 and 20 times 5. Okay, so now moving on to the last part of this figure. We have 75%, which it makes 25, 25, 25, 25. Each part makes it 100. So how many parts do I have to shade? I will shade 3 parts, because 25, 25, 25 makes it at 75. So 75 upon 100. 25 3s are 75, 25 4s are 100, which is giving you 3 upon 4. Okay? All right, let's get going with the 5th question. Find the value of each of the following. Now 80% means out of every 100, so 80 upon 100. Let's do the cancellation. Of means a multiply. Okay, so just cut it off. Cut 1 0 from here, cut 1 0 from here, cut 1 0 from here, and 1 from here. So when you multiply the two figures, 8 times 45, it's going to give us 360. Moving on to the B part. Let's cut the 2 zeros and cut the 2 zeros. So how many zeros are we left with? 2 zeros are left. So 4 and 2 zeros. Okay. Then moving on to the third part. 7% means 7 upon 100. Multiply of means a multiply by 700. Cut off the 2 zeros. Cut off the 2 zeros, and 7 sevens are 49. Moving ahead with the questions on average. Question number 6. Children, this is actually, the whole work was given to you before, okay? I had shared it on WhatsApp. Now, your work is to only correct your work. You're here to check your work. Add up the 3 things, 3 digits. I mean, 3 figures that are given, 37 and 340 and 260. Basically, its total is 60. And how many numbers? 1, 2, 3. So divided by 3, okay? It gives you 320s are 60. 20 kg is the answer. Moving ahead with the the second last question, I guess, of average. We have 12.5. Add them up all, okay? When you add them up, 12.5, 6.8, 5.3, it will give you 24.6. How many figures? 1, 2, 3. So divide this by 3. Okay. When you divide this, how do you divide it? You when in class, I think on Friday, you were discussing divisions. Okay. So let's just see. The division is 24.6. Children, please make sure division has to be done very carefully. 3 8s are 24. Okay, have a look at this. And you are left with nothing. Before bringing the 6 down, put the decimal up. Then the 6 goes down. 3 2s are 6. Okay. So the answer is 8.2 meters. All right. Now in the word problems, children, add up the 3 numbers. The total mass of the 3 children. Add them up. I hope you added them up. It gives us 30, 40, 50, 54, 55, 54, and 64, 74, 75, 76. So, no, 75, sorry. 1 and this 4 is giving us 75.9. Okay. 6 and 3 is 9. So 75.9 is the total weight of the children. And how many children were there? There were 3 children. So when you divide 75.9, I'm showing you this division specially to those students who are still having issues understanding decimals, division of decimals. 3 2s are 6. We minus it. 7 minus 6 gives you 1. Bring down the 5. 3 5s are 15. And then put the decimal up and bring down the 9. 3 times 3 is giving us 9. So the answer is 25.3 kg. So what is their average mass? The average mass is 25.3 kg. Moving ahead with the table here. What do we have in the table? Add up the figures. 29 and 28 is giving us 57. 57 and 30 is giving us 87, and 87 and 33 is giving us 120. Children, I'm doing it verbally, okay? Because I need to just make this video as short as possible, okay? So let's divide. Simple. You can also, if there's no decimal point around, you can easily do the cancellation like this. 4 1s are 4 and 4 30s are 120. So the answer is 120 kg mass. Average is equal to 120 is the mass. Okay. Fine. Okay. Moving ahead with the next part. Now, this too is very simple. Add up the goals. The number of goals scored by the school's soccer team is 9 5 games is shown below. So 1, 4, 3, 2, and these are the number of goals. So when you add up the number of goals, how much do you get when you add them up? I guess 10, huh? 10 is the total of the number of goals there. So, and how many games were there? 5 games. 10 divided by 5, it means the average goal is equal to 2. 10 divided by 5 is giving us what, children? 2. So find the average number of goals scored by the team. You will write down the whole answer statement. The average number of goals scored by the team is 2. Okay, the last question of our video is Mr. Bilal bought a radio for rupees 800. He also paid 7% on this price. How much did he pay altogether? And they have asked us to pay, Mr. Bilal has to pay 7% on the radio. Although the cost of the radio was only 800, but now he also has to pay another thing. What was it? The actual payment was the price of the radio, plus he also has to pay for the tax. The government asked for an amount of money which has to be given to the government, that is called tax. So that tax plus the price has to be given by Mr. Bilal. So how much will he pay altogether? So this is actually 800 is the cost of the radio. 7% means, always remember, when you see the sign here, children, always write that, the fraction this way. Okay, there's no such denominator, just write this down. Cut off the zeros and cut off the 2 zeros from here. 7 8s are 56. So how much is the tax? 56. The price is 800. Okay, and my ink is over, plus the tax is 56. Okay, so when you add this up, 856 is the total price Mr. Bilal has to pay. So what will be the answer statement, children? How much did he pay altogether? He paid $856. Yeah, or rupees. It is rupees. So rupees 856 altogether. Okay. Okay, children. So I'm going to end up my video, and bye for now, and best of luck for the test.